YAHAWAH'S, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, of Mashiach YAHAWAH'S, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, who are we? All right, we are God's chosen people, you so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans of indigenous descent. We are out here for you and for you only. We're out here for our people through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem YAHAWAH'S. Right? Give me Sirach 42:8. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Verse number 7, right? And it's our job to come out here and prophesy on the downfall of this wicked kingdom, aka spiritual Babylon, aka spiritual Egypt, also known as spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? You're looking at the true men, 42:8. You're looking at the true men of the Most High God, right? Ordained, thus saith the Most High, to come out here and teach the words in truth and in sincerity. All right? All praise to the Most High. And it's our job to come out here and further edify. Read what you got, King.
Ecclesiastes chapter 42, verse 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise.
The what?
The unwise.
It's our job to come out here and inform the unwise. We're not calling you stupid. We're not calling you dumb. We're just saying that you have little knowledge on these scriptures. You have a lack of understanding on the true biblical context of this so-called Holy Bible. Read it again, brother.
Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish. In the extreme age.
In the what?
In the extreme age.
So we got the elders out here, right? We got elder people that's out here that needs edification, right? Our older women, our young older men, right? We have to come out here and edify our people through the Spirit and teach the truth of this book, right? Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem YAHAWAH'S. And we got love for our people. That's why we come out off our couches and we come out of the comfort of our own home and teach this gospel, right? Read on.
The age that contend with those that are young. Thus shalt thou be truly learned and approved of all men living.
And now you're going to be truly learned and approved of all men living, because you actually heard the words and you hearken to the words of the Most High God. Right? This is our job to come out here. This is why we're out here, to show the foolish, to show the unwise how to properly serve God. Right? How to properly serve the Most High. And all of this goes back to actually cutting down. Let them go by, right? It all goes back to actually how to understand and how to have a clear understanding on certain scriptures, right? Read what you got in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. Purge out, therefore, the old leaven.
The what?
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven.
And this old leaven that goes around is a know-it-all spirit, right? The old leaven that's going around is this understanding that you know everything, right? That's why we got to come out and teach this word, right? Because you don't know everything. You don't have it all under control. If you did, right, then you'll be out here teaching us, right? But we got to come out and actually get the sense. That's what our forefathers did. That's what our forefathers did, the old prophets. Even Christ himself came out and gave the sense of the Bible, right? And taught the truth of this Bible through truth and sincerity. Read it again, brother.
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump.
Come on.
As ye are unleavened. For even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
Come on.
Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with the old leaven.
Not with the what?
Not with the old leaven.
So we got to keep this feast without the old leaven. A lot of us have this old leaven in our system, and we're still trying to rehearse the righteous acts. You can't rehearse the righteous acts with old leaven, right? It's not going to work out. You can't put new wine in old skin. Solomon chapter 5, verse 8. Give me Wisdom chapter 5, verse 8. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. So it's our job to come out here and give this truth and sincerity. The truth is the commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
The truth is the law on how to properly serve God. That's how you serve God. You don't use words to serve God, because the Most High does know your heart, and he knows it's desperately wicked, right? So you got to teach with truth and sincerity. You got to be sincere when you learn this truth. You got to be sincere when you teach this truth. You got to be sincere when you showcase the Most High God, man. Right? These fringes is an open door conversation, right? I'm able to talk to people on the streets because of these fringes, right? We were talking about it earlier, right? They know your essence, right? Brothers with the fringes and the tassels, they know your aura. They know that you are a God on this earth, right? But we're going to die like men because we stopped using truth and sincerity to get the words of the Most High. Give me Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 8. Come.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 8. Where hath pride profit us?
He said what?
What hath pride profited us?
That's a question, right? What hath pride profited us? What did you ever get from being proud?
Right.
What did you ever get from having so much pride? Nothing, right? You never got anything from being pride. Pride can have you doing a whole lot of wicked things, right? You can actually sin by pride, right? You can have a spirit of covetousness because of pride. You can be proud, so proud that you literally break the laws of the Most High God. It said, what hath pride profited us? Right? A lot of us don't ask for help because of pride. A lot of us don't ask for that extra hand. A lot of us don't even join camps because of pride.
Right.
Right? I'm not dealing with them brothers because I don't like the way they get down.
Right.
I don't like their elders. I don't like their captains. I don't like their officers. So I'm going to just do this by myself. But the Bible said what? Read it again.
What hath pride profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us?
See that? What pride? What did you get from being proud? You can't even go to work and be proud. A lot of us go to work and we humble. Right? A lot of us go to work because we want that raise. We want to be seen by our managers and our supervisors. And guess what? Most of the time, they from another nation. Right? Your supervisor from a whole other nation, and you want to be seen and you want to be humble with him, but you don't have any sincerity and truth to actually humble down with your own brothers. We got to still come out of that mindset of being black is worthless. Even in this truth, right? You can come in this truth and you're still converting. You're still going through that conversion process. Because when another man come around and look like you ain't got no time and patience for him. But when the Edomite come and they say, hey, I need you to do this and I need you to do that, what do? You say, yes, sir. I got you. You tighten up. You lock it up, right? When that man come by, that damn devil come by. And nothing is more proud than the so-called white man, right? No one's more proud than the so-called white man. Right. These other nations have pride on you, man. Right? Come here the words, brother. Right? He said, what hath pride profited us? Right? And that's a real question. Ask yourself that. How am I still proud and I'm 3/5 of a human? Right? I'm in America and I'm 3/5 of a human. I'm in America and I'm considered a property of Spain. That's what Hispanic means. And you walking around proud. Go turn on your BET. Turn on your MTV. Turn on the damn Sports Center. You see nothing but Negroes being proud, man. And where has it profited us? Nothing. You get nothing from being proud, man. You got to take that pride out and you got to come in with that new leaven, that new lump, and purge out the old leaven, man. That's what it all is about. All this is about is conversion, man. How do I properly and sincerely convert? But you got to kill that old man daily. And that old man is all puffed up with pride. Right? Precept? Bring it out.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18.
Come on.
Pride goeth before destruction.
He said what?
Pride goeth before destruction.
He said pride goes before destruction. Why? Why? Why does pride go before destruction? Because pride actually opens your body up to sin. You open up your whole soul to being covetousness, right? To being malignant towards your brother, have hatred towards your brother because of pride. Read again.
Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
You see that? A haughty spirit comes before a fall. Right? Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 12. Give me Sirach 10 and 7. Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
You see that? Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
So the words of a wise man's mouth is gracious. Right? You ever see a brother that talk and everybody just be quiet? They want to listen to that wisdom that man got, right? You know, you kind of know who's wise by when brothers start speaking, everybody giving their undivided attention, right? Why is that? Because the wise man's words are going to be gracious to you. It's like food for the spirit, man. Come on.
The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
You see that? The lips of a fool is going to swallow his own self up. You ever see a brother or a sister, right, that just can't keep their mouth shut? They always in trouble is because of their mouth, right? Every time they open their mouth, it's something controversial, something detrimental, something negative. There's no sincerity, no truth, right? When it comes to these brothers. Certain brothers you got to stay away from. Read on, King.
Verse 13. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness.
Wait. You ever talk to a brother and once he starts asking you for something, remember Felicia from Friday? And then when she starts showing up, everybody like, here she come. Here come Felicia. Here come this brother. Here come that brother, right? When people show up, you know who to avoid by their spirit. by how they carry themselves and how they in your past history with that brother or that sister. Read that part again, brother.
The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
See that? You got to keep an eye out for certain brothers when they start talking. Your pastors had that problem with us, right? When they start talking and they start doing that Baptist cadence, right? When they start acting like that, we know it's going to be some BS coming around the corner, right? They going to want some money, they going to want your wife, or they going to want both, right? Come on.
A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be.
See that? In the world, they call it a word salad. Brothers got all these words they just throwing at, but they ain't saying nothing, right? Read it again.
A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be.
See that? You can talk to somebody and you're not getting nothing out of the conversation, right? Having a real conversation, me and you talking, and I'm talking to you, and you talking about the NBA playoffs. We talking about your salvation. We talking about your soul, right? A fool's lips causes for what? Strokes, right? Causes for strokes. That's why everybody getting. You ever see somebody you like? What you done did? How? What happened to you? Who done hauled off and whooped you up? Because of his mouth, right? It's crazy. It's madness. That's why we got to come out here and we got to teach this word in truth and in sincerity, right? Give me, Sirach 10 and 7, right? Sirach 10 and 7. All praises to the Most High. So who are we? Again, we are God's chosen people. These other nations, right? When you go out here and you talk to these other nations, they'll never tell you who you truly are in this book. They'll never tell you that you're God's chosen people. They'll never tell you they're sorry for what they did to you, right? So it's up to us to come out here and give the sense. Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before God.
You said what?
Pride is hateful before God.
See, being proud is a hateful thing to the Most High. How are you proud and the Most High can take your life like that, right? How are you proud when the Most High can literally put you to death when he feel like it? Think about the men and the women in this book that came before you that didn't get the same benefits that you got. Did Moses get a benefit, right? No, he didn't even get to see the promised land. But he gave the law, right? He was a judge, right? He did all these good things, right? Did he ever get the thing that was rewarded to him? But you got the nerve to be proud. You got the nerve to tell God when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and why you want to do it. That's why the Most High said what he said, right? Pride is hateful before God. Come on.
Pride is hateful before God and man. And by both doeth one commit iniquity.
See that? By pride, right? Being proud opens up the door for iniquity, which is sin. Come on.
Verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings,
Come on.
injuries, and riches got by deceit.
And who got their riches and injuries by deceit? Who's deceived the whole world, right? And they're thinking that this land belongs to them, the land of Israel belongs to them, the Ukraine belongs to them. Why we was going all through it. Only the so-called white man can pull that off. Only your so-called white man has that mindset, right? That this is their land. That damn manifest destination, right? Manifest destiny. Come on, King.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Read.
Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Come on.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Why is earth and ashes proud? If you're earth and ashes, you have no reason to be proud, right? You nothing, right? We're just souls in this body that's gonna die one day. Everybody's going, yes, you're gonna die one day. Why are you proud? Where is the pride coming from, right? Come on.
For such and one setteth his own soul to sell.
He said he set his own soul to sell. Give me Genesis 25 and 30. Who sold their own soul to sell? Let's go back to the precepts. Let's go back to the Torah. Let's go back to the beginning, right? And let's talk about a man named Esau, right? And he sold his birthright for what? For some food, right? Read that last part again.
For such and one setteth his own soul. For such and one setteth his own soul to sell.
Come on.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bow.
And listen, Esau cast away a whole lot, right? Gave away the birthright. And look, the white man would go out and tell you that Jacob stole the birthright. That's what they'll tell you. And then they'll tell you that Jacob means deceiver, right? But who's the more deceptive? Who's the most deceptive race here in America? Hell, who's the most deceptive race in the world?
That's right.
Right? Who was the real deceiver? Who was the real devil? Esau, the so-called white man, right? I got news for you. Jacob only means supplanter, right? That's what it means, to be a supplanter, to supplant his brother and having the kingdom of the Most High, to be the heir of the Most High, the true heir. And guess what? God ordained that was going to happen, so Jacob didn't steal a damn thing, man. Esau sold it. He didn't want it. Let's go find out about that. Let's read that.
Can I start at 27? Come. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27.
Bring it out.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
He was a what?
A cunning hunter.
See that? The so-called white man goes out around the earth and kills everything he can seize, right? The white man will go out there and cut trees down and then complain about global warming, right? The white man will go out and melt the ice caps with their carbon emission fuels, right? And then complain about how hot it is. Kill all the animals, right? The scripture said in Isaiah that the trees are going to rejoice when that man is put to death, man.
That's
Right? Come on, he was a cunning hunter, read.
And Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
See that? Jacob was humble. He was a plain man. He didn't have pride. To be a real son of Jacob, you got to kill that pride, man. To be a real son, a real daughter of Jacob, you got to kill that pride. Come on.
Verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom.
And Edom means what? To be a damn waste. Wasted away. I got you. I'm coming right to you. Come on.
Verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
He said what?
Sell me this day thy birthright.
So when we get the idea that Jacob stole it, when Esau came with the proposal to sell it, people don't get that, right? You don't understand that. Jacob didn't want it. Esau sold it to him. For what? Would any of us ever sell the promises of God, right, for some food? Right? We wouldn't do it. That's what Esau did. He wasted away. Come on.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall his birthright do to me?
And that's Esau, right? Flabbergasting. That's Esau embellishing in the truth. Come on.
Verse 32. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him and sold his birthright unto Jacob.
And sold his birthright, right? Casting out his bowels, giving his inheritance that was supposed to come to him. He never wanted it. He tried to sell his birthright away. And I got news for you. You Jacob, brother, right? We the real Jacobites out here. Right. We're the true men of the Lord. We're the true men of Israel, all right? And it's our job to come back and step back into who we used to be and who we should be through the Spirit of the Most High. All right, precept? Say that again. Come. Is there more on that? Come, bring it up.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his maker.
See, that the beginning of pride is one turns away from the Most High God. When you start, living life and you ain't thanking the Most High, when you wake up and you don't pray to the Most High, you don't thank the Most High for life, you go to bed and you don't thank the Most High for a good day that you lived, right? See, the black man has taken life for granted, right? We used to drive home and just be thankful that we made it without getting a bullet in our ass, right? Without being struck up on one of these trees. Now we got this pride thing kicked in, right? That we're alive because of some mother goddess or some sort of Islam or some sort of other ideology. We never gave the Most High's thanks. That's why we're still in the living conditions that we are to this day, because of pride. Right. You gotta swallow that pride and thank the Most High for everything that you got, man. Right. Come on.
Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin.
What did he say?
For pride is the beginning of sin.
So when you are in sin, it probably was rooted in pride. When you start going into sin, it was probably rooted in some sort of being pride, right? Come on.
And he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities.
What kind of calamities?
Strange calamities.
What's the HIV?
Strange calamities.
What's black on black crime?
Strange calamities.
See that? Strange calamities. Right? Come on.
And overthrew them utterly.
That's it on that, right? Give me Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Because who is the most proud man on this earth? We're going to find out the ways of the so-called European, right? The ways of the so-called Caucasian and what's coming to him through the Spirit of the Most High God. How y'all sisters doing? Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all believe in God? Can we read y'all a few scriptures if you don't mind? Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6 for the sisters real quick, right? We're gonna go back and show you that if you on this sign right here, right? This sign right here, where y'all peoples from? I mean, like ethnically, right? You guys from the island somewhere, or Native American, or was y'all on the slave ships in 1619?
I wasn't.
But your family was, right? All praises, right? So God, give me Deuteronomy 28:68. So God told us that if we don't get our life together, right, sisters? What's going to happen? If you don't obey God, is it going to be something good or bad? Bad, right? Now, as so-called black people today, have we been predominantly good to God or bad to God? And be honest. You can be honest with your brothers up here. We've been bad, right? So let's show it real quick. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm going to show you what God thinks about us as a whole, though, right? Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art unholy people.
So God said that we are holy, right? That the so-called Negro woman is holy. Come on.
For thou art unholy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
What kind of people?
A special people.
What are we?
A special people.
So we are special, right, sister? Right? Read on.
Unto himself.
And he said unto himself. That's your daughter? Right? That's your daughter, right? It's no one else's daughter, right? It's to yourself. She is to yourself, right? I got kids too, right? So another man can't say that my kids is his, right? It's possessive. You see what he's saying? God said the same thing about us, right? That we are special to himself, right? Now watch this, read.
Above all people.
Where we at?
Above all people.
Do you believe that? That we are above every other nation on this earth, right? That's how the Most High God feels about us, that are upon the face of this earth.
Amen.
All praise to the Most High. Now, do you learn that in the regular church? Or is the regular church teaching you that God loves everybody and that we're all the same and we all bleed bread and we all are loved by God? But is that what the Bible said? No, right? God said that he has a certain people that's only for him.
Right.
And guess what? I got good news for y'all, right? Y'all qualify, right? You up here on this sign, right? So check this out. More than likely, right, we get you a card, right? But more than likely, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All right? You ever heard of a tribe named Judah, a man named Judah? I'll give you a quick history. Jacob has 12 sons. One of his sons' name is Judah. He has children's children. King David came from Judah, right? King Solomon came from Judah. Jesus Christ came from Judah as well, right? And guess what? You will be from that same family tree. You'll be from that same family line. And he said that you are holy to himself above everybody else. So guess what? That guy in the green, he wouldn't qualify. You see that? How does that make it? It's called exclusivity. You're exclusive to the Most High and everybody else can't make that claim. You see that?
Let me take her. She got to do service.
All right. As y'all walking, listen to one more scripture as y'all walking out. Read what you got.
Book of Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14.
Uh-huh.
For it is evident.
It is very clear. Come on.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So who's our Lord that came out of Judah? Jesus Christ, right? Who's a black man with woolly hair.
That's
right? Anybody ever tell you about Christ's image and how he looked? He looked just like you. Looked more like your grandfather than this damn white man right here. Right? This guy right here is a lie. That's not the real Christ.
That's right.
The real Christ looks like us.
Bring it out, man.
Right? He talked like us. The real Christ had a very powerful voice and an austere look. You see that? So as so-called women we're no longer black anymore because her shirt is black. Your pants are black. No one's black, right? We have a nation of people that we go back to. You will be Israelite daughters from the tribe of Judah. You will be a daughter of Zion. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now.
So now, as y'all leave, right, I want to summarize everything we said with this. We can go on and on and on, but I want y'all to leave knowing this. So a month from now, 2 months from now, hell, a year from now, you can go back and say, I learned this from these brothers on this corner right here today in May, right? He said, now what?
And now, Israel.
And who?
Israel.
So you will be Israel, right, sisters? Come on.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now what does God require? What is a requirement that God wants from us? Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Now we got to fear God. Come on.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in What kind of ways?
in all his ways,
Not just some of the ways, all the ways. Come on.
and to love him,
And to love him.
and to serve thy Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Come on.
Verse 13, to keep the commandments.
What we got to do, sisters?
Keep the commandments.
So, sisters, we got to keep the commandments of God, right? We got to put the pork, shrimp, crab, lobster down. We got to keep the high holy days. We got to keep the Sabbath days. We got to clean up ourselves. Before y'all showed up, we were talking about taking that old leaven out and becoming new creatures. So that's required of y'all. And guess what? You got brothers here and sisters that are at home, families, that can teach y'all how to do that. That's right. Right? We're not going to just give you the instructions and not tell you how to circumnavigate. We're going to tell you and we're going to encourage you how to do so by our actions. We got elders right here that's been in this thing for decades. See that? So you got a family right here. You got an opportunity with a family right here to have y'all come into the congregation and serve God properly, right? Anything less is not correct. Anything less than that, you're doing it wrong, right, sisters? You got a question, sis?
No, sir.
Okay, all praises. We love y'all, sisters, all right? Y'all be good.
You too.
All right, all praise to the Most High. Right? Precept, bring it up.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together.
Say what?
Gather yourself together.
We got different camps out here, right? We got brothers out here from different organizations, right? And we all got one thing in common, that we want this kingdom of America to fall, right? We all got the same thing in common. We want the kingdom of America to fall. We want the kingdom of the European damn empire to fall. And we want the rising of Yasharallah. That's why we say Kwam Yasharallah, man. Right? Because we want the rising of the children of Israel to take place. And we want to actually become the so-called heirs to this world with Christ. That's right. Right? He said, gather yourselves together. Come on.
Gather yourself together. Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
O nation not desired. The Bible is all about nationality. The Bible is all about race. That's right. The Bible is all about ethnicity and ethnic hierarchy. Right? That's why he said, gather yourselves together. O nation. He didn't say gather yourselves together, oh rich people. Right. He didn't say gather yourselves together, oh poor people, right? Or about skin color. He said, oh nation not desired. Right? There's more on that, right?
I got another precept.
Come on, bring it out.
Book of Psalms chapter 35, 135, verse 4. For the Most High have chosen Jacob unto himself.
He did what?
The Most High have chosen Jacob unto himself.
See, Jacob is a man, and Jacob has children. And according to Numbers 1 and 18, you are who your father is. So when he says Jacob, we are Jacob. We are Israel. We are the princes of power. We are the daughters of Zion, right? Come on.
For the Most High have chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure.
See, the peculiar treasure, right? The peculiar treasure is showing that God is a racist. A bona fide racist, the Most High is. Right? And we feel very comfortable making that claim. That's what we just read. Right? That's what we just read on them pages. That we are the peculiar treasure of the Most High God. Right? That's it on that? Come, precept. Come, bring it out.
Psalms chapter 133 from the top.
Come on.
Behold, how good and how pleasant
How
it
what?
is. How good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
And how good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters that's on this chart to dwell together in unity, right? Which is very exclusive, right? Meaning, if you're not on this chart, and if you don't qualify, and if your spirit does not bear witness, then we don't want you. You're not even invited, right? You're not even invited. That pride, we got to go back to having that humble spirit, being meek and loving each other first. We got to love each other first before we even think about going out there and loving these other nations. That's right, Ken. The problem is we don't love each other, right? That's the problem. And Esau, it goes back to Esau. Everything that goes bad ain't going back to the black man, right? Everything that goes bad ain't going back to the so-called Mexican man. Everything that goes bad ain't going back to the Native American man, right? The Osage was living out here in Oklahoma and having a good life till that damn devil came over there and tried to come out and steal all the resources from the earth, man. Right? Go back to Habakkuk 2 and 4. Let's bring that out. And we're gonna bang on this damn devil today, man. This damn white man got to get it. Every now and again, Elder, we got to give it to him. Right? Every now and again, we got to give it to him. There he is right there. Right? Oh, praise it. Right? Give me Jeremiah 50 and 11. Read what you got, King.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4.
Come on.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
See that the so-called white man's soul is not upright. He doesn't have an upright bone in his body, right? That European man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Right? Read it again, brother.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Read.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Come on.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
And look, when you go to Anheuser-Busch, when you go into Hennessy, Cavassier, right, Tito's Vodka, Stoli, right, all these different these damn liquors, right? They can have, they can promote the liquor to our people. But guess who's behind there cashing the checks? Guess who's back there signing off on those commercials and they putting our black people and our Hispanic people all on the damn ads? Right. The white man, right? Hennessy is it's a French name. Cavassier is French, right? These are white men that's benefiting off our drunken brothers walking up and down damn New Bern Avenue, Pool Road, everybody drunk out their mind, right? The black man ain't making no wine like that. We make corn liquor, but we ain't making that Hennessy. We ain't making none of that stuff that got you laid out in the street in 100-degree weather, right? That's the so-called European, right? Read on.
Yea, also, he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man.
He's a what?
He is a proud man.
What's the white man?
He is a proud man.
Only the proud man can go out and try to inflict pain on people, and he still needs sunblock, right? He still needs to go ahead and block the sun from his face from getting sunburned. That's all pride. Come on.
He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home.
Neither what?
Neither keepeth at home.
Hey, the so-called white man in everybody's country, he in everybody's continent. He got a European flag over the whole United States of America, all of North America, South America, Central America, right? I think they even got a flag on the moon. According to them, they got a flag on the moon. He's not keeping at home. He's everywhere. Come on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and as it is as death.
You see that as death. When the white man started taking over, what happened? Everything dies. Right? He's a cancer to this earth, man. He's a damn sick cancer to this earth. A damn parasite, sucking the natural resources, sucking the life, sucking the blood out of our people, man. Draining out the land, draining out the Arabs, right? Their land, their black gold, right? Taking all that and then killing the people that inhabit that land. Look at the blueprint, and I always say follow the money trail, man. Right? Follow that money trail. You see who's the one that's wrong, that's corrupt, right? Your friendly neighborhood European that our black people love so much. Right? Most High said, I hate them with a righteous hatred, man. Right? Why? Because of what they did to his people. All right? Come on.
And cannot be satisfied.
He cannot be satisfied, man. He can keep raising the interest rates, keep raising mortgage rates, right? Inflation is through the roof. He is not satisfied. The real men, right, that run this country, they not even living in this country. They not even subject to this damn pit that we in. America is death. America is hell. Right? Come on.
But gathereth unto himself all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
All people, right? The so-called European man has told everybody that he is king. He told you that he is the Most High God when he put that damn image up. That's right. And went around the world inflicting and persecuting the true saints of God. Right. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's right. Right? The Most High God subjected and put people on the payments, right? And all these things that came to us, right? Because we transgressed the laws of God. It's time to open up and become humble again, right? Give me Jeremiah 50:11. You give me Obadiah chapter 1. And start from verse 1, and then we're going to jump to verse 3. Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 50 from the verse 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced.
Because ye were glad, ye rejoiced. Right? The so-called white man got a judgment coming for him. The so-called white woman got judgments coming for them because they were glad and they rejoiced. Come on.
Oh, ye destroyers of my heritage. See that? Because ye are grown fat as a heifer, at grass and bellow as bulls.
See that? And that's also like it. And everything that they perpetuate is what? Greed, lust, right? Adding more to it. Right. They just not satisfied with just a little bit. They got to take it all. We're going to read about it. Right. That's it on that? Come on, let's get that in Obadiah. Start at 1 and 1.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord, the Most High, concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom, the so-called white man, right? That's Edom. Jump to verse 3.
Verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
See that? The pride of the white man's heart have deceived his own self, right? The so-called white man deceived himself, thinking that he's Superman. He's Clark Kent.
Right.
He's damn Flash, right? The white man can't run that fast. He can't jump that high. He not strong, right? Damn, white man got a movie called, what's that, Air Bud, where he had the damn dog playing basketball, right? Come on, man. The white man has deceived himself. Go away. They got Wonder Woman. All these white kids going around thinking that that's really them.
Right.
They deceive themselves, thinking that they can really do that.
Right.
Then they get slapped up by one of our brothers, man, and all of a sudden now they want to cry about it.
Right.
White man, he think he's Spider-Man, right? Think he Batman and Iron Man. Ain't nothing Iron Man about the so-called white man. They weak and feeble, man, right? Come on.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Man, the so-called white man living in the rocks, right? Down Mount Seir, Mount Petra, right? That's where they from. Then, like the priest said earlier, the damn caveman.
That's right.
Dwelling in the clefts of the rocks. Now they trying to build a space station out there in the damn stratosphere.
Right.
Looking down on everybody. That's pride, man. Come on.
Whose habitation is high.
Whose habitation is where?
Whose habitation is
A
high.
high habitation. Come on.
That saith in his heart,
In his own mind, he's saying this. Read.
who shall bring me down to the
See
ground?
that? Who shall bring me down to the ground? When they start shouting USA, that's what they're saying. Who gonna bring us down? The Most High said, I will bring you down. Most High is gonna bring them down, right? And we wait for that day.
Right.
We waited for that day. We love that day. Why? Because the Most High said when they go down, when the white man goes down, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is what? The beginning that follows. When that white man goes down, guess who's gonna get raised up? The Most High gonna raise us up, man. Come on.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars,
See that the so-called white man thinks he's the eagle. Germany, Spain, Portugal, America, Britain, they all had what mascot? The damn eagle, man. Right? Come on.
though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
Most High said, I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to humble your wicked ass, man. I'm going to humble yourself in front of everybody. And guess what? It's happening. It's happening. Just ride around. You see white people in poverty. You see so-called white people that's losing their rulership overnight, man. Right? Losing it overnight. Come on, King.
Let me go to 5.
Come.
Verse 5. If thieves came down to thee, if robbers by night,
Come on.
how art thou cut off?
Come on.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
See that? You would think when the so-called white man steal, I used to, let me lament down, right? When I was a young man, I was a little bit of a klepto. But what did I steal? Still a little Butterfinger out the store, right? I didn't steal the whole box. I just got just enough that I felt like I was going to be all right with. The so-called white man has stolen people, man. He stole, not only did he steal Butterfingers, he stole the patent on it, right? He stole the people that put it together, right? He stole everything. Read that part again, brother.
Come. How art thou cut off? Would they have not had, Salakia, would they have not have stolen till they had enough?
You would think, just take enough, right? Just take what you need. Take the sufficiently that you need, right? Come on.
Come. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
You would think they would leave some grapes.
Right.
They took the whole grape vineyard, the land, and then put cement over it, so where it ain't gonna be no more grapes being born. Right? Come on.
Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
What do you say?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Most High gave him. Give me Psalm 17:13, right? I'm gonna show y'all something how the Most High is beautiful on how he does his judgment. He said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Most High gave them this earth. The Most High gave them rulership and dominion. That's the only way that the so-called white man can get power. Because let's just be honest. If the Most High didn't intervene and raise up this damn devil, could they ever, think about it, could they ever beat us up in a one-on-one fight? Could they ever be more strategically better than us? No, right? It was divine intervention for the Most High to exalt this damn white man.
Right.
Right? Read what you got.
Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked.
From the who?
From the wicked,
Come on.
which is thy sword.
See that the Most High's sword is the wicked, man. The Most High's sword is the so-called white man. He uses that white man. He activates that white man to push that persecution on us, to show us to wake up. Come and shout up, right? The Most High used that white man to give us a wake-up call, right? And what do? We just throw it away. We don't even take heed. That's why we got to come out here and teach His word, right? Let's go back to where you at.
Verse 6. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
How are the things of the so-called white man searched out? You ever thought about why do they do what they do? Why do they act like that? Why they got to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? Okinawa, right? Why they got to go out there and test bombs on innocent people? And then they want to experiment on the collateral damage on what happens 20, 30, 40 years after that. Think about that, right? How are the ways of Esau searched out? Why are you putting guns and drugs and alcohol in the black community?
That's right.
Why are you infecting our people with the HIV and AIDS? Why are you creating pandemics and epidemics throughout the world?
Right.
Come on, King.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Come on.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
And it ironic that they said the Confederacy, and we're in the South right here, right? We're in North Carolina in the Bible Belt, and the main army, the army, right here in the South United States, the Southeast was the Confederate Army, right? Your so-called Confederate Army. Come on.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him.
And there's no understanding in this devil. Stop trying to be friends with them, because you'll never relate with them.
That's right.
Right? That's the pride of the so-called white man. To be able to inflict pain, destruction, calamity, and all they say is, let bygones be bygones.
Forget about it.
Water, forget about it, right? Damn Italian man say forget about it. But they remember 9/11. They remember that damn Holocaust, right? They remember all these things, but when they come to us, right? They say you wasn't even there, right? I didn't do that. That was my ancestors. I didn't do it. That's pride, man. That's nothing but pride. And it's time for our so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true Jews of this Bible, to come back to their heritage and separate themselves from the enemy, man.
That's right.
Separate the man who put you on them slave shops.
Right.
Separate yourself from the men and the women who persecute you to this day. Because I got news for you. It wasn't just last year.
Right.
It wasn't 20 years ago. It wasn't 300 years ago. It's still happening.
Right.
And it's going to continue to happen until YAHAWAH'S come by and redeem us from the hands of the damn white man.
Bring it out.
Right? This devil got to go. The Most High is giving you His judgment right here in this book. Right? Come on.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These are 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
The Lord hates what?
These are 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
I thought God don't hate. We're about to read 6 things that God's hate. Read.
7 are abomination
There's
unto
another one. Right? Come on.
7 are abomination unto him. A proud look.
What?
A proud look.
What's the white man?
A proud look.
Come on.
A lying tongue.
What's the white man?
A lying tongue.
Come on.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
What's the white man?
And hands that shed innocent blood.
See that? That's describing the white man to his T, man. Right? A proud look. Hands that shed innocent blood. Come on, King.
A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
That's the white man, right? A heart that desires, his mind is built on devising wicked imaginations. Come on.
Feet that be swift in running the mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies.
And only the white man's gonna lie on you, right? He'll go back through the books and rewrite history, right? The white man will go back through the ancient records and give you a different depiction of Christ, right? The white man will tell you that Jesus Christ is the Most High God, right? The white man will tell you these things. Come on, King.
Come. Feet that be swift in running the mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among brethren.
See that? When you go back and read the Willie Lynch letters, the idea was to show discord, right? To sow discord, that was one of the plans in the so-called Willie Lynch letter. Meaning, I'm going to put the old man versus the young man, right? I'm going to put the man versus the woman. I'm going to put Crips versus Blood. Tainos versus the so-called Negroes, right? Mexicans versus the blacks. Light skin versus black skin, right? So the Most High said was going to happen, and guess what? It happened. And y'all still telling me that the Arab is the white man? That the Arab is the Edomite? No, we got proof right here on who the damn Edomite is. The same man that called you 3/5 of a human. That took your knowledge from you. And now they writing history books and they got cancel culture in there. Well, you can't even go find slavery anymore. The so-called white man also is putting the prices on these books up to $24,000. That's right. They trying to ban it. Now they want to ban the so-called New Testament. That's coming too, right? Y'all heard about that? They saying that the New Testament is what you would say against. Yeah, I don't want to say it because they make flaggers, but they say it's against the so-called curly fried sideburn men that's going around there, and they took your heritage from you. So now you can't even bring out the New Testament because they said that the men in the New Testament killed Jesus Christ, and that would be anti, that word, right? All praises.
They called the Israelites.
The Israelites, yeah, 13 tribes. Them Amalekites, right? The fake ones. They got many names, right? Many names. All praises. That's it on that? Precept? Bring it up.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then he died. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them.
And that's pride, right? Putting crowns upon yourself. Listen, when King David got anointed, the prophet Samuel anointed King David. The prophet Samuel anointed Saul. They didn't anoint themselves. Only the so-called devil will anoint himself and put crowns on his own head. And I got news. King Alexander died from syphilis, STDs, right? What kind of pride? How do you die at a young age of STDs and all these different sexually transmitted infections? Where's the pride at in that? And they don't tell you that in the history. They want to exalt Alexander as the first great white man. The first great white man. And he died at a young age. Come on, man, get real. And you got to go back and search on these wars he had, these campaigns he had. They might not have ever happened, right? You can't. Go ahead, King.
Yeah. They said when he was in the battle, he used to get on horseback and had no pants. He was fighting people with his joint hanging out.
With his joint hanging out, right? Now think about this. You can't even really go and confirm the writings of what's the guy in Rome, right? What's my man in Rome? Julius Caesar. You can't go back and confirm his writings, right? He might have been plagiarizing and making up lies that. That's the mind of the white man. The white man is known to embellish on his own journeys, man. Come on, King.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
You see that? Now, we read earlier that pride, what comes with pride is what? Sin. Iniquity. Right? And it said when they started putting themselves up on that pedestal, that sins was multiplied in the earth. Right? And you see the same thing going on in America. When that white man, give me Proverbs 29:2. Right? Give me Proverbs 29:2. I don't want to come out of my own mouth. All I want to do is I want to say what the Bible says. Right? Because I could be wrong. We all could be wrong. But the Bible said, let God be true and every man a lie.
That's right.
Right? Give me that.
Book of Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the black man was in authority, when the black man was running the show, everybody was living good. Look at Solomon's kingdom, right? He never went to war, right? Look at King David's kingdom. Right? He had battles, but everybody was living good. Even, listen, go back to the story of Uriah the Hittite. He just come from war. Instead of going back to his woman, which most of us would be doing, right? You came from war, you was away from your wife for some time. Instead, he went back and slept at the foot of the door of the king. This is a Hittite. Read it again, brother.
Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule,
When the so-called white man is in authority, read.
when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The people mourn. There's never been a nation where the white man's in authority and everybody was living good. Nobody, right? Nobody. Everybody's asking for money. You got inflation. How is America the #1 country or nation in the world, and everybody can't afford? You can't even provide for your family, man.
Right.
Where's the American dream? Where's the American dream at in America? They sold you American dream, right? But what do we get? An American nightmare, right? That's what we got. And now it's at the point now where the so-called white man is inflicting pain on his own white people, man. Right? You got white folks on fentanyl, heroin, right? All these different drugs, strung out, alcoholism, prostitution, murder, rape, poison. You got the different diseases that hit America in 2020, right? Now they want to give you a shot. All these things, and it's at the detriment of the so-called white man. When the white man's in authority, the people mourn, man. Right? Crack pipes, right? Preemie babies, crack babies. That's the white man's fault, right? That's it on that. All right, all praises, right? I'm about to be real quick. Give me the book of Leviticus 26 and 17, and read Psalms 17:13 one more time for me, Baba Kasha. Read what you got.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be a stain before your enemies. And they that hate you...
Like it's started at 14 and then jump down to 17.
Come. Book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments...
So God is giving that commandment. He's giving the option. If you listen to me and do what I tell you to do, right? Or not, right? Right? Read it again, brother.
Verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye will break my covenant, I also will do this unto you.
Now jump to verse 17.
Come, verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
And you're going to be slain before the people that put you on them slave ships. You're going to be slain for them people, in front of those people, right, that did these things to you, that castrated our men, right, beat our sisters' backs in, cut the hands off of our young children, right, did all the wicked, perverse acts. That's going to happen right in front of your face because the Most High said that the Edomite, the so-called white man, was his sword. Right? That's all they're good for is destruction. Right. All they're good for, what good has the white man ever done? Name one. Something. Anything. Nothing, right? Read what you got. We're gonna close it out right here.
Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Pray the Most High deliver us from the wicked, which is his sword, right? And Most High willing that he exalts us and we're going to become his battle axe and his weapons of war. All right, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High. We say, call Allah, but now with Yahweh, Ba'ashima Mashiach, YAHAWAH'S. And we say, death to America, death to the damn white man. And we say, Kwame Allah, which is rise Israel, man. All right, with that, I say, Shalom, man.